Hey, what's going on, guys? Zeb's here, also known as Hayden, bringing you another tutorial, and this will be another tutorial on my remake series. I guess you could say series, where I remake tutorials that I feel were not the standards I would set today. So this week will be how to use umami. I use this plugin a lot. Like, it's a very useful plugin to use. Obviously, you can make things like this, which you can make some really cool styles with this. And it's just a really useful plugin. I can show you how to do this and a couple other effects that would look cool. So let's get started. So what you want to do is obviously get the umami plugin. There's free ways of getting it, which I'm not gonna tell you how to do, and that's up to you if you get caught, or you could buy it. So here's umami. When you open it, you're gonna notice this. There's these white lines here that are basically going up, and this is a umami is basically, I'm just gonna call it that. I don't know if that's pronouncing it right, but umami is basically a random spline generator. So yeah. So let's get started with basically some information about this plugin. So a random seed is basically, it's randomizing this every time. So it's going to be a different outcome every time. You can make it whatever numbers you want, and then so on. You could also go to number of segments. This is basically how long it is. You could have it super long, really short, something like that. Just leave it at five, I guess. Number of splines is obviously how many splines there are. You can have one, or you can have a lot. Wouldn't recommend a whole lot because it might crash your computer. So just get a nice amount that you feel that's good. You have this, basically you can bring it in, bring it out, which is the X, Y is down or up, and then Z is in or out. So, height scale, you can make it really high as that. It's basically what the X, or not the X, the Y is, but whatever. Height randomness kind of randomizes the height thing, as you can see here. I'm just going to that 23. Here's where some important stuff is. I really don't mess with the left side. I'm not sure it kind of does, but on the right side I have a little preset for you. I always set it to 360 and 360. But first, I'm actually going to redo this because I messed up a couple settings on seeds and whatnot, so it won't have the good look to it. But that's what it is if you want to customize it. But I'm going to show you a preset I use for most of my umami things. So I leave all this the same for now, and I put 360, 360, and 360. Now this will give a nice like randomization where it goes all directions, because before you saw it just went upward. So here it goes into a random direction, and then we're just going to raise up the number of splines a little bit. You don't want to add too much. 10 is a good number depending on the type of banner you're going to make, or not banner but render. Once you've done that, oops, my bad. Let me just put my Skype to do not disturb there. So once you have this, you're going to go into your mesh, and we're going to use this profile spline here. And as you can see, these are white lines and it's not 3D, so if I was to render this out, nothing is going to pop up. It's just going to be a black screen. Now to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to go into this squiggly line here, and we're going to get a circle. And we're going to click this, and we're just going to drag this profile spline into here. And obviously, this is going to make a disgusting looking thing, obviously, because the circle is too big. So what we're going to do next is go into this circle here, and then for the radius, just make it 10. 10 is a good thickness. You can make it whatever thickness you want, but this is usually what I just stick to. It's a good thickness, I feel like. And then that's basically it, guys. It's a very simple plugin to use, not too complicated, but not too basic. You can make some really cool things with that. Like, you can have your logo sticking out through here. You can have this coming out of some like meta ball, something like that. You can add some cool materials to here to make this look good. Whoops. like so, and then boom, render it out. You got yourself a nice looking vine there. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This was a little bit shorter one because due to the fact that this is a easier plugin to use, I should say, but it's a very useful, powerful plugin. Highly recommend it to anyone. If you're new to Cinema 4D, this is definitely a plugin to go get. So, as some of you may know, if you've watched my other tutorials, I'm recently doing this thing where if you watched all my videos, I'm gonna have a question at the end, and then you gotta answer it in the comments section below, so I know if you've watched the video all the way or not. So this week will be, what do you prefer in designing? Do you prefer 3D design? Do you prefer 2D design? Do you prefer modeling? Do you prefer photo manipulation? Something in that area. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that, because I know designing isn't just 3D and designing isn't just 2D. There's more things to it. There's like modeling, photo manipulation, things like that. But 3D and 2D just kind of generalize them. But it goes a lot deeper than that. So just tell me what you guys are kind of like into, like yeah, what's your favorite type of design? So I'm Zebs, and I'm out. Peace.